life today, this is just life in general. You gotta have to figure out where they're at in life. It's kind of like being on a highway, on an interstate. Yeah, if you ever been on like I-85 or I-10, and you got 4 lanes on the highway on the interstate, so you got the slow lane, the middle lane, the fast lane, and the pay lane. Some people call it HOV, Sunbelt, whatever. But it's the pay lane, right? So see, you got to meet the woman where she at. You got to figure out where she at in her life. So 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 let's break this down. And this applies to whether you're a man or a woman. When you meet somebody, this is how you know where they at in life. The slow lane is where most people at. They're just average, hardworking people. Some of them are lazy. Some of them want something for nothing. Some of them entitled. Some of them want unearned benefits, just like the people out in the streets of LA or across the country. These are the slow people. They're in the slow lane. They ain't really trying to become the best they can be at a damn thing. They just want to be who they want to be, whatever that means to them, right? That's the slow lane. That's where most people are going to be at. And that's where most people are going to stay at, right? Now, the middle lane is where I'm at. The middle lane, it ain't a lot of people. The middle lane is people that either want opportunities or they create opportunities. And the problem with being in the middle lane is it takes too goddamn long to get where you want to get in life. That's the problem with the middle lane, being in the middle lane, because you have people that come over here and almost nobody is playing by the rules. But see, in the middle lane, we ain't trying to be no criminals. I don't want to be a career criminal. I want to do good business. I don't want to have to look over my shoulder at night when I'm getting in the car or looking around my damn house at night. Is somebody going to show up or pull up on me at night? I don't want to live a criminal life. I don't want to be robbing and stealing and ripping people off and none of that shit. I want to do good business. But almost nobody is following the rules. They just do whatever. And if they get caught, so be it. And a lot of people don't get caught because they're allowed to do whatever they want. They're allowed to break the rules and break the laws and scam. Except when it comes to me. When it comes to me or people like me, they be on our ass, right? Now, in the fast lane, now you're going to have some people in the fast lane. Now, you're going to have some people in the slow lane that's going to try to go to the fast lane, right? But the fast lane, living the fast life will get you killed quick. Because in the fast lane or living the fast life, you have killers, lowlives, drug dealers, from the White House to the street corner. You have gun runners, drug traffickers. You have you have all these criminals from all walks of life in the fast lane, right? Now, there's some people in the slow lane gonna try to go to the fast lane, and they're gonna get killed immediately because they're not built to live that fast life. But they just got to try though. But they ain't not built for that. They're gonna get killed immediately. Because see, living the fast life will get you killed, right? And see, in the fast lane, you have wolves in sheep's clothing. And see, the thing about being in the middle lane is at some point you're gonna start picking up steam in the middle lane because you're doing good business. But see, the wolves is watching you, and at some point you will be attacked by a wolf if you're doing good business, because the wolf is looking at you like, how the hell are you doing this shit? And I'm breaking all the rules. He trying to figure out how, he or she trying to figure out how the hell you doing what you doing, and I'm breaking all the goddamn rules. So the wolf wants to take what you got, whether it's a man or a woman. They might show up smiling and shit like they always do, but they mean you no good. This is why you have athletes get jammed up with a baby, with some hood rat, and he paying 10, 20,000, 50,000 a month for a child that nobody cares about, not even her, because she was a wolf, a wolfette, you might say. She was a wolf in sheep's clothing. And the athlete, they're in the middle lane. They're trying to be legit. They're trying to play ball. They're trying to make millions. They're trying to do good business. But the wolf in the sheep's clothing, they live in that fast life. They want fast money by any means necessary. But living the fast life will get you killed, because most of the slow people ain't built for that fast life. Because you got corrupt politicians, you got these gun runners, drug dealers on all levels. You know, you got people that's in these damn churches. You know, they criminals too. All of them are living that fast life. They sex trafficking, doing all type of wild shit. And if you cross any of these people, they will kill you. If you cross the wrong person in the fast lane. So that's when I figured out it's good for me to stay in the middle lane, because I stay out of everybody's way. But at some point, you will be approached by a wolf. That's just, it's no way to really avoid that. Now, well, no, that's not true. The only way to avoid a wolf is to stay in the slow lane. That's the only way to avoid a wolf, to stay in the slow lane. But if you're in the middle lane and you doing good business and you got some momentum, you will be attacked. It's not if you will be attacked, when. That's just how it is in life. There's no way around it. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And if you don't believe it, you keep living long enough, you figure out what I'm talking about. You figure out real quick that you're talking to a wolf in sheep's clothing. Now, in the pay lane, some people say HOV, you know, the pay lane is where people, they'll pay to do things faster. They'll pay to get rid of a problem. They'll pay to go to a conference one weekend to learn something. They'll pay to get in front of the right people to get access. Those are the people that's willing, they got money, they're willing to pay to move faster than everybody else on the highway. That's why they call the HOV lane or VIP. They're willing to pay to get access to people and benefits. But so when you meet these people, these men and women, this is how I figure out who I'm talking to. Within the first 5 to 10, 30 minutes. First day, at least. I already know who I'm talking to. I already know where they at in their life. So that's the analogy that I use. And you can take it and run with it. You know what I'm saying? You can take it and run with it. My father gave me this